Hello, everybody. It's I started to actually do a quiet stream, but just decided to just log on for a little while and just kick it and vibe. I've been busy every day, and that's like my routine for the most part, anyhow. So, that's a plus. I just got on here in blind faith because I was going to just let it trail. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to come on for a little while. Who knows? The last time I came on like this, everybody was already in other rooms or done went to bed, but that's all right. I'm enjoying myself. The one thing that I learned in anything you do is have fun. Remember, I always said that. Have fun in what you do because when the joy leave it, then it's not even relevant. It's not making you no money. Jazz, jazz. And we do have so much fun. When I came to YouTube, never did I even imagine that I would be a channel holder. I was up here for a whole nother reason. But since I have started networking, I met a whole lot of really cool people. And, I found that where there is the bad in anything that you do, there's going to be some bad. It's not all bad. I have really met some nice people too. We do. Even long after we hang up off of here, we're still cracking up. That's what makes it worth the while. I really enjoy myself. But yeah, there's some good experience on here as well. I don't want to ever get where all I can wrap my brain around is the negativity and the bullying and all the bad stuff. I would much rather, focus on some of the fun stuff and, the good things when we do get in here and have good times and laugh and, you know, people get breakthroughs and, with giving God our time and things like that. Just stand for something. Or when you are having a bad day and you log on and out of nowhere, it's like everybody come and they give you a hug and, let you know like it's all right, it's okay, you all right. Yes, good things too.
Training at home is great. Training yourself is.
I got a long day tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
That's embarrassing.
I was supposed to write up some stuff. I'll do that before I go to bed because I'm sure I'll be up for a while. You know me, the night walk.
This is the equipment. Visit proform.com.
I ain't got nothing better to do but be up bugging folks. Hey, y'all better stop on that light. And dear buddy, in case you don't know how to press the like, press the X, go back out, press the thumbs up, and press live chat. Oh, I forgot that was coming back out. I know that was good. With Martin and Will Smith, right? Love you too, Rise. Love you like cooked food.
600 years of love in the life of our
Hey, Mike 2X Cat. What's good?
We need more
Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate you.
happy and generous.
Y'all don't have Mike 2X Cat. Feel free to connect. This is a freestyle night. This is one of them nights where I just feel like being online and just wrapping my loving arms around you all and giving you warm hugs. So I'm feeling your hugs coming. Zero. Uh-oh. with one another. I personally love to connect with everybody that I actually join channels and things of that nature. Even if it's not all the time, I do try to peek my head in and check you out or leave you a little comment or something, letting you know, okay, I thought about you today. It's not just about, oh, join my, channel so that I can get more and more numbers and following. It's about really connecting with people all over the world. It's internationally. Oh, you at work? Hey, Patty. Welcome, Patty. Welcome to my village where everybody get taken care of and nobody get left behind. What kind of work do you do, if you don't mind me asking you, um, Alan? Where you from, Patty? I'm on my PC, so this PC is kind of slow. When you type it in, you may notice a delay before it actually gets to me. But, we're going to figure it out. Okay, okay. Alan said that he'll be back. Don't worry. Oh, wow. That's interesting. You're a caregiver. Not bad. Not bad. That takes a lot. Everybody do not make good caregivers. Oh, okay. I have a couple of friends in the Philippines. Love, love, sissy. I think that's a good thing when you can have friends from all over the world. So I get it. You think it's a hard job? I actually don't think it's a hard job. I think that it all depends on the person. You know, I guess it's all in how you, do with people and take care of people. I love people and I tend to love to, take care of people and see a smile on people's face. You think it's a hard job too, Malachi? I love it. I love to, like I really do enjoy helping people and stuff like that. So it comes natural. But I guess if you're dealing with someone that's difficult, then that's different. Yes, it really do because you got some people who you can't give for and they are so pleasant and sweet and beautiful. And then sometimes I guess some of them be done went through some stuff and they're not as pleasant. And now that can be difficult and it can be a long day when somebody is difficult. What do you think was your most difficult job? Y'all tell me and I'll tell y'all what was my most difficult job. To this day. You're welcome, dear buddy. Dear buddy, what was your most difficult job? Wow, you think so? Health aid, sissy? You were so good at that. You really were. You were really good at that. When I tell y'all moms, y'all gonna laugh y'all behind on. Wow. Dear buddy, where you at? Okay, let me tell y'all, right? Oh yeah. That would be hard for me too because I get attached. I really do. If I start liking somebody, I really do, get feelings and I really care about people. When I care about you, I genuinely care about you. And I think that would be difficult for me too when, they pass away or they go in the hospital and you have to get another case to survive because you still have to work and, be able to maintain, especially if it's long term care. So I definitely can see that being difficult, especially when they're sweet and you've been with them for a while. Right. Hey, boo boo. Hey, official. Oh, retail can be a piece of work too. How you doing, official? That can be difficult. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? My first job was years ago. I ain't gonna tell y'all how many, but it was some years, right? And it was at the summertime. I had got out of school for the summer. And my mother said, "You got to work." My mother wasn't having that. We had to work. She didn't have no lazy kids, right? So I took my hind part down to McDonald's with my friends because everybody was saying let's all work there, right? Margarita, hi. Well, honey, they gave me my little uniform and I went home, right? I'm getting ready to be working at McDonald's tomorrow. And, at this point, I think I was about 14, 15, and I'm doing fine. Thank you. I'm hanging in here. And I decided that I was gonna, go to work looking cute, right? So I gets to work. I got on my little McDonald's uniform and, my little hairstyle together, and I'm gonna have a good day. Child, they see me coming. And I'm young. I don't know the ropes. They said, "Girl, you on that grill and fries." Now, mind you, all those years ago, the grill was the one you had to take this thing and flip every burger one by one. They didn't have all this modern technology. And mind you, fries and sweating up a storm in the back. And now they want to try to train me on the cash register. And I'm looking like, see, air conditioner, right? So I gets up to the grill, to the cash register. So I said, okay, later for my hair, I'ma still make it work, right? Child, them people came in around lunchtime. Whoo, I didn't know what hit me. Give me this and 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 hold the onions and hold the pickles and hold the lettuce and I was like, oh Lord, I don't know if I would have rather been back there. Just McDonald's. It was your first job. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, McDonald's must have been almost everybody's first job, right? So I made it through the lunch schedule. So now they got me back in the back cleaning up, right? So I said, well, okay, if I can just make it through the day, right? Then all of a sudden I hear them calling my name. And they tell me I have to go clean the bathroom. I get the glove kind of stuff I always thought was so gross, but I said I will be a team player and I'm new here. I gotta get in here and make my way. I know they're gonna, make me do some jobs that I don't want to do. I opened that bathroom door and it looked like a subway bathroom in New York. Stuff was all over the wall. Somebody had an upset stomach and they took their tail up in that bathroom. They like, and I looked at that manager and I said, you know what? This ain't the job for me. I might as well be honest with you. I said, no, I thought I just had to push the toilet and sweep the floor and wipe the sink out and turn the light off and come on out. Maybe dump the trash. I said, oh no. I left that job, the trash. I said, oh no. I left that job and it was a daycare center. Something said, go in that daycare center. See, that's why it's always nice to know people and be nice and pleasant, right? So I went in the daycare center and I was like, hi. And they was like, you work for McDonald's? I was like, not no more. I said, y'all got any jobs here that I can do to help out? And they said, you know what? We actually need somebody to help out with the children for the summer youth trips. We take them to the pool and to the park and stuff like that. Would you like to do it? I said, when can I start? She said, can you come tomorrow? Won't he do it? So I went home, right? And I told my son, Ma, I can't work there no more. So you know how folks get when you tell them you don't quit a job and you don't have nothing else coming in, right? So she looked at me like, well, what you gonna do? I said, guess what? I got a job at the daycare center. And honey, let me tell you, I enjoyed my summer. We went on trips. We played with the kids. We took them to the park. You know, I did tutoring with the children. But every time I saw McDonald's, I knew, girl, you better take your butt to school and get an education because this is not what you want to do. I knew fast food wasn't going to be it. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I knew fast food wasn't going to be what it was going to be. Yes, he will do it. He will do it, especially when he knows you got a good heart and you coming from a good place. Because when I go to a job, I don't like to be lazy. I like to be a team player. I'm gonna do my part because I want you to do your part. But I didn't come to do all of that. Now I'm a child. Yeah, no, that's. I told that manager, I said, no, this is a wrap. So, what was your worst job experience? It was. I enjoyed myself. And hold on, wait a minute. Have anybody ever date someone on their job? Like actually went out with somebody on their job? And if you did, what was your experience? Gee, I'm nosy. Or somebody at school. Don't tell me I'm the only one that got all the messed up experiences out here. I declare, I declare. I was getting ready to say, now I know I'm not the only one that was jacked up. And you go to a job and you meet somebody at the job and you already been told, don't you never date nobody on your job. But you know, they nice looking and smiling and looking like somebody you may take an interest in, and then you mess up. Oh, he was a manager. Ooh, and you was clocking in when you wanted to. All right, now you had it going on. Mm. Well, I got another question. Did anybody on the job know y'all was dealing with each other? Let's get all up in her business. She said he was nice. This should be juicy, y'all. Let me tell you, don't y'all never, ever, ever, long as you live, date nobody on your job. Because when stuff hit the fan, now you got to go to work and still see these folks. And everybody on the job just be looking because they know something done hit the fan. Right. It'd be all good while it's happy, but when problems come and now you got to be long. And don't deal with the boss and then stuff hit the fan and he don't want you there no more. Oh, yeah, see, I was just getting ready to say that. Yeah, you got to quit because you can't go up in there with no boss that's mad at you. He mad at you no more, no more. He gonna work you like a certified mule. How many of y'all have children? Oh, yeah, I could see that going bad. How many people mess with somebody on their job that somebody else on the job wanted? What are you talking about, Willis? Don't y'all look at me like that, because y'all waiting for me to say, I did. You talking about Willis? Don't y'all look at me like that, because y'all waiting for me to say, I did. Y'all, I can see it. Y'all looking at me for me to say, okay, let me come clean. Lordy, y'all already know I was a piece of work. Hey, you know how they say live your best life? Or let me see another one that can be difficult. Let me see if you're dating your job, your neighbor, or take an ex back. That can be a whole nother subject. Okay, you have two sons. Do you have any grandchildren? 24 and 27. I have two daughters, actually, 35 and 29. No, 29 and 36. Right. And I have a 13-year-old granddaughter, an 8-year-old grandson, an 8-year-old granddaughter, and a 2-year-old grandson. So that's why I'm so passionate about children, and I really do love kids. You mess with someone and everything about them, they so innocent, they so funny, they are just everything. They make me laugh. They tell it like it is. You want the truth, ask a child. I bet you if I'd have told, asked one of them kids, did you ever date somebody at school? I bet you we'd have had a good story. They wouldn't go hold back. They was not gonna hold back. Do y'all want to hear my story about dating somebody from my job? Y'all nosy. Y'all just be wanting to hear all my little dirt. Y'all already know. Anytime you go on a job, right? Truth right now, because y'all like to have me out here looking like I was the only one that was getting in trouble. But okay, I was working for Human Resources, right? Once again, back in New York and Brooklyn. That's when I was living in Brooklyn, New York, right? And there was this guy on the job, and I mean, he was adorable. He was tall and fine and dressed and smelled good, and everybody on the job liked this guy. But I didn't really pay him no mind like that because he was so adorable that everybody liked him. I just always would say hi and keep it moving. So I guess that made him like me. But it was one young lady on the job that was obsessed with this guy, right? And before he started liking me, she used to speak to me and be nice to me every day. And we would see each other in the cafeteria, during our breaks. And she would come over there and say a couple words and so on and so on. And if you know anything about a woman that like to eat, you in there. So this guy was buying my lunch and breakfast, and I wasn't about to be turning down no food, especially way back then, because I was trying to keep my little change in my pocket. So he would say, "Hey, what you eating today? Well, what you want?" And I would tell him, and he would buy my food, buy my lunch. So after that, he said, "Yes, I love food. I love to eat." Excuse me. So buying me lunch and breakfast every day and walking me halfway home, he asked me out. He asked to come to my house. He didn't ask me out right away. Right. So this girl that liked him, she lived near me in walking distance, right? But I figured, he wasn't her boyfriend. He wasn't her man. She just liked him. So I said, sure, you can come by and see me. And of all the days of the month, week, and year, he comes by to see me. And I comes outside to meet him. Right, his secret admirer. So what did I do? Hey girl, you want to hang out with us? Hey, what else was I gonna do? So she said, well, no. And she went on, right? So the next day at work, I figured, hey, we cool. I didn't do anything wrong. He just came to chill. So I see her in the cafeteria and I said, hi, how you doing? And she was like made every face she could actually make. So I said, well, okay, I get it. So I said, well, I don't think she's cool with me. I think she likes you. You like one of the homies. Why would you tell her you like one of the homies? Like to a woman, guys, if any men is watching this video, never tell a woman that she's like one of the homies. That's just like saying, what's up, bruh? So I'm like, okay, cool. So now she done went and got a pity party going for herself. And then resources, everybody got their little cubicles and desks and little areas. This is unit such and such, and over there is unit such and such. So we weren't in the same unit. So she went over to her unit, and we young, and she just goes over there and she starts crying and blowing snot bubbles and being a drama queen. And now they got everybody looking at me like the green-eyed monster, like, wow, she liked him. He like the green-eyed monster, like, wow, she liked him. Oh goodness. So I'm looking like, so lunch come around and he was like, well, do you want lunch? Y'all know I took that lunch. I wouldn't have cared if she cried till she turned green. I wasn't turning down no more food. And long story short, what wound up happening, we never really wound up dating because it just got to be crazy. It got to the point where I came to work one day and I was ready to fight because she had done started spreading lies and rumors and she was making it seem as if she was actually going with this guy, which she wasn't. And as if like, oh, she was my friend and she took my boyfriend. Okay, here's the thing. Don't you have to actually be somebody's girlfriend for someone to take the boyfriend? And then here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, right? My mama always said, you can't take nobody from somebody. If somebody is your boyfriend, right, or you dating them, or there's an interest there, right, and they start talking to somebody else, duh, they not interested in you. But I learned a lesson because it got to be so horrible. And then, like I said, we lived in community and everybody was coming to me like, girl, what happened? Because she is just like making a scene as if you took her boo. So don't and let your ex keep it moving too. But I tell you what, that lunch was good. Folks know how to get you with food. You hungry? Y'all just ain't got nothing to do to be sitting in here listening to my crazy stories. That's when you just ain't got nothing to do with yourself on a Saturday night. Mm. Yes, child, I can tell you stories till you go to sleep. I tell you the truth. And then coming on social media don't make it any better. Because social media is like going to the pool and just jumping in the water with all these people you don't know. And you got equal opportunity to each and every person in that pool. People you don't know. And you got equal opportunity to each and every person in that pool. And have you ever met someone on social media, right? Now pay attention because this question gets sneaky and it gets a little tricky. Have you ever met someone on social media, right? And you like them as a friend, right? But you didn't like them as something romantic, but they like you romantically. I'll wait. And y'all better stop being scaredy cats. Y'all boring. Y'all ain't telling y'all juicy stuff. I got to get my bad girl. Where's Eyes when I need her? I love me some Eyes, honey, because Eyes is an open book. Malachi, did you actually remain friends? Like, how did you handle being in that? And see, this is a guy, and I love to get things from guys' perspective because the good thing about that is they are wired a little different from us. So we get to see the way they actually think when they're participating. So thank you for participating. And if there's any guys out there that's just looking, if there's any guys out there that's just looking, get involved. We're just having fun. Yeah, he's typing it up. Sister Roz, put the number in the chat. I need somebody to call in. We got to get this night off the ground. I need somebody to call in. Malachi, she's gonna put the number in the chat and you call in, Malachi. Look what I got. Y'all want to hear Malachi? Malachi. A chicken ain't nothing but a bird. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Come on, y'all gotta tell y'all juicy stories. Raj, you have the number? Let me see. I think is Malachi. Can I call you? I'm nosy. Come on, Malachi, be a good sport. May I call you? Get you off, Malachi. Somebody gotta actually have a story to tell. Malachi, come on, y'all. Everybody, come on, y'all. Everybody, get it. Go, Malachi. Go, Malachi. Tell your story. Tell your story. Go, Malachi. Go, Malachi. Tell your story. Tell your story. We gonna put you in that bonfire, Malachi. Oh my goodness. Malachi, why you being shy? My goodness. Malachi, why you being shy? Okay, we're gonna give you. So what was the kind of thing she was doing, Malachi, that made you feel that just like this is getting scary? And how do y'all handle being broken up? How to make it work? Like, what do you do when someone say this is it? Don't y'all dare look over here. Don't you dare look over here. If someone came to you tonight and said, it's over. Okay, Sister Raj, you said you would argue. Okay. Or are you flipping and making it worse? Let us know. Into the green-eyed monster. Be honest. How many of y'all would actually argue? So, okay. She was calling over and over, telling you that you was going to be with her no matter what. Woo! Mm. And you made it worse, Roz. Okay, now, mm, when she said you're gonna be with me no matter what, Malachi, what did you do? Like how did that make you feel? Did you take her serious or you just didn't pay it any mind? And for you, Sister Rosalind, when you made it worse, did it get better or it just stayed broken up? Like did y'all wind up working it out after the fact? Or did you decide that it had, and then how many of you would actually pray about it and try to be positive? How many of y'all would take that route? What you said, Rosie, was it no fixing that you had to pluck it down with your hand? Aw. Okay. Now, here's the thing. After going through that, right, did either of you learn anything from the experience that you went through with the person who said you're going to be with me no matter what and arguing until it couldn't be repaired? What did you learn from that? I want somebody in the not in with the child of the parent if they are a single parent. So, okay, you said what I learned is that talking it out is better. So going forwards, right? If you got into an argument with someone and they were arguing and they was aggressive, what would you do differently? Good question. Pay attention, guys. Hello, newcomer. Thanks for the like. We're just having fun talking about life. We don't have nothing better to do with our sorry tales tonight. So we're just in here having a little bit of fun talking about life. And that's right, Malachi. You got to take it serious when people talk about you're going to be with me no matter what. I done had one of them situations too. No, I'm not telling my. I want somebody else to be bold enough to tell their stories too now. I see something that definitely is a good one. Hold on, I'm both of y'all, right? I learned to really get to know the person first before having any friendship or to know the person first before having any friendship or relationship. It's one of my problems when I was young. I didn't really get to know somebody the way I should have if I liked them. If I liked you and we hit it off, I would just jump in deep with both feet, deep into. I'm in too deep, if that makes sense. So this is why just talking about this kind of stuff, I probably somebody that's watching this is learning and saying, "Yup, that didn't. I done did that too." So that's why I like to be honest and open about stuff. And I guarantee you, some of y'all out there have done the same thing, men and women alike, met somebody, and you know when you meet somebody and that chemistry is there, that chemistry will get you in some trouble. That chemistry will get you in some trouble. Hi, James. Hello. Welcome to the village. Come on in, James. We're talking about life and we're talking about the things that you get involved in relationships, how you resolved them when you was younger versus how you would deal with them now. What did you learn and so on and so forth. And I find it very interesting when we stand in our truth because it show you growth also because it show you growth also because I was that was the story of my life. Okay, so when you walk away from the argument, right? And Okay, now you have the argument, so that's a good thing because I have had to learn that too. Walk away. Now you disarmed the argument. Now you disarmed the argument. How do you go back to that person and say we need to talk? How do you let them know, okay, it's not over, even though we had a situation, but we definitely need to talk. Like, how do you go about doing that? Yes, Malachi. Let me tell you something, honey. Good chemistry, child, right now to this day, you have to be very careful when you meet somebody and you just have excellent chemistry. And I'm not just talking intimacy, because that's just one side of chemistry. But have you ever met someone with them match you? Y'all like to do the same things. Y'all start finishing each other's sentences. When y'all look at each other, firecrackers and sparks is going off. And remember moments. You hang up. Go ahead, hang up. Okay, I'm gonna hang up. Okay, we gonna count to three and we both gonna hang up at the same time. One, two, but wait, don't hang up yet. Who can remember having that? Or have you had it? I laugh at y'all because I know y'all be telling everything. You know I know, right? You gotta be bold. Yes, yes. You know, I lost my husband. I'm a widow. I have been open about that as well. And we had a very close relationship. We were very, 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 very close, right? And we did everything together. And when he passed, it took me a little while to start dating. January made 5 years that he's been someone new. It's a different game from what I'm wanting. Hey, where you at? What you doing? Can I pull up? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, dang, whatever happened to bringing some flowers or, taking somebody out to dinner or the movies? How many of y'all actually still date? How many of y'all still date? How many of y'all still like the date? Because I'm old school. I still like the date. So how many of y'all actually like to go out and have fun? We ain't got to eat all the time when we go out. But y'all know some food gonna be going around that night over. Okay. Okay, so y'all both can agree that y'all still do like to at least date. Okay. Now, when you go on a date, right? Hold on. Ah, that's so sweet. You will date even though it's been a while. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough because it's nothing wrong with dating. Sometimes you want to go out, but you don't want, excuse me. Okay, so now you're out on this date, right? It's the end of the night, right? Do you take them home? Just know what, Sister Roz. Just know what we're doing. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So after the date, they go home and you go home, right? Okay, wait a minute, Malachi. After the date, y'all both go home, right? Now, the question that I have for you, Sister Ross, is now it's time for a second date, right? Do you ask him? Because he asked you out on the first date, right? So now, do you ask him out for the second date, or do you wait for him to ask you out for the second date? The question, Malachi, was after the first date, the date was successful, y'all had a nice time, y'all enjoyed each other's company. Do you go home with that person? Do you take them home with you? Or do you say goodnight and y'all both just go home? Which one do you prefer? Okay. Now I'm now gonna put you on the spot. You said you would ask him on the second date, right? Good. I like that. I like that. Okay, now for you, Malachi, if um it's now it's time for a second date. I made it through the first date, right? Do you want to ask her on the second date, or do you want her to ask you on the second date, Malachi? And for you, Sister Roz, call in and tell us where you would ask him on the second date and how you would ask him on the second date. Okay, see, you're not calling in Malachi, so I gotta wait for Rosalind. But what I want to know from you, you said you would ask her on the second date, right? Now, on the first date, the question that I have is this goes to you, Malachi, because see, you think you slick. You sit over there and don't tell your stuff. Would you kiss her goodnight the first night? Yeah, you got to call in, Sister Raj. You got to tell us how that date situation gonna go. Let's make it interesting. And to you, Malachi, would you kiss her on the first date, the first night? Okay, so you would. You said no, I would. Okay, so okay, now it's the first night and you give her a kiss on the first date, right? Now the question that I would have for you is would it be a romantic intimate kiss or would it be a good night or peck? No what, Malika? I mean, no, you wouldn't, or I'm lost. You said no, I would. Then you said no, so I'm lost. You gotta help me over here. Hello? Hello there.
Hi,
Hey there. This is the Queen Love Bug number one. Welcome to my village.
this is Rod.
Okay. Now, I have a question. You said that after the first date, if the first date went really well, you would feel compelled to ask him on a second date, right? Okay. Now, the question that I have is now it's time for the second date. Would it be a romantic date, a casual date? What kind of date would it be and how?
Okay, depending on the chemistry we have. On the second date, the first date, I'm going to get to know each other. So the second date, I'm going to ask him out because now at this point I like it.
Okay.
So next I would say it will be a casual.
Okay, now it's a casual date. The question that I have for you is would you dress sexy on a casual date?
No, being comfortable,
Okay.
but not. I wouldn't say I would dress like super sexy, but I would have something, you know,
Relaxed. Nice,
yeah,
cute, but
something
relaxed. Am I
yeah,
right?
be a little fitting, relax.
Okay. So then a kiss.
It, it depends.
Oh, okay. So now it's the end of the night. And the first night you didn't go to his house, he didn't go to yours. Now it's the second night. And he say, well, after this date, I would like to go back to my house for cocktails or just to chill.
I would think no.
What if he said, well, how about we go to your place?
I would think no.
Okay. So now it's the end of the night. You done top the night off and it's time for you to go home and you asked him out on this second date, right?
Right.
Now, the second date was successful also. Date was successful also. Now it's time for a third date. Would you ask him out again, or would you be looking for him to ask you out this time?
I would be looking for him to ask me
Okay. Now, what if he didn't ask you out again? Would you ask him?
yes.
Wow, I like that. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. I hear that. I know that's right. Now I'm going to ask y'all, do y'all think that she made the right decision to ask him out again, even though after the second date, he didn't ask her out for a third date? Did she make the right decision to say, hey, let me shoot my shot and ask him out for another date? Or should she just have said no? Let him take the lead and ask her out for another date. What y'all think? Personally, I think that it depends on, the person and the vibe and how well I like him and if I feel like he like me too. And maybe, he's just trying to see where it's going. I might take a stab in the dark and say, hey, where you at? What you doing? Hey, we going out again? What's going on? Like, you forgot somebody? So she did do the right thing by asking him out again, Malachi? What kind of date would that be?
That would be maybe like an evening date.
Okay. Oh, with it being an evening date, would you want him to be like dressed black tie or casual? Okay, that sounds cool. Now, who's asking who? You ask him or he asks you?
As in,
Okay. So you ask him out on the third date, right?
but
Y'all having a casual date. Now we're at the end of the third date, right?
but
Do you both depart and go home, or do you spend time after the date?
I would say go home.
Okay. Now that both went home, do you call this person or do you just end the night?
I will call him.
So- Now, Malachi, you're not exempt either. Don't be over there hiding, tucking your tail. Because we ain't done with you yet either. Okay, so now you're on the third date, Malachi, and it's the end of the date, right? Would you go home with her or would you just end the date like that and say, okay, good night, and I'll see you on the next date? And do you have any questions to ask me, Rosalind?
Do I have any questions to ask you? Okay.
Yes.
Now is
Like me? Well, usually they kind of will let me know. They'll tell me, they'll say, I like you, I like your style, or, I have an interest in you, something like that. So generally they'll tell me. Really the type of female as crazy as I can act at times that kind of like pursue guys. They really would have to pursue me. Like they have to show me that there's an interest. And then if I like them too, I would, show them that I'm interested too. But it's rare for me to see a guy and approach him and say something to him. That's when I get shy. I don't know why. Like as outgoing as I can be, I get shy at moments. And I think it's my old school side of me too that I think a man should pursue a female. So I get shy and I kind of wait for him to kind of make the first move.
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Hmm.
well, if a guy shows that he likes you, right?
Hmm.
And then he's not calling, what would you have to take that?
Okay, let me make sure I understand what you're saying. And then I'll get back with you too, Malachi. What you're saying to me is say if a guy was showing an interest in me and then he stopped calling me, how would I handle it?
Right.
I would cry.
Oh,
For real, I probably would be sad, like, "Mm." No, but really, I would probably at first wonder if something happened because I'm so protective of people that initially I probably would say, well, maybe something happened. Let me reach out to him and see if everything is okay. And then
right.
if I knew he was okay. But honestly, I wouldn't give it too much thought because I find that if someone shows you they don't like you, or I wouldn't say even like you, their interest is not there, that's better than someone playing games with your emotions.
Right.
So I would rather them tell me that they don't like me or show me that, oh, well, I'm not interested no more and move on and I'll get the hint and say, well, okay, cool. And I might go in there and say, well, dang, I thought I was about to have a situation at the end, but life goes on. Hey, ain't no need to get sad in this day and time. I think I done got too old to be sad. I'll just be like, well, hey, I ate me some good food on them couple of dates. Okay, Malachi. I like that about you. You're willing to. So you just have exhibited a gentleman characteristic, which is excellent because I do like to feel comfortable when I do go out and date someone that they don't have expectations at the end of the night that there's going to be something take place. Hey there, welcome back, Alan. So you're going to show them a good time. You're not looking to get anything out of it. And, it's just going to be, no. And we have Roz on the phone. So while you're typing in whether you date or not, we're going to ask Roz a couple of more questions. I want us to be exclusive. Do you accept? That's good, Malachi. You're not looking for sex all the time. I love that answer because I'm the same way. I like to have fun and I like to connect with people. I don't like to, you know, feel like if we're going out, the intention is, oh, I can't wait till this. Mm-mm. And that's good. Everything is not always about. And hey, Alan, where you at? we. Mm-hmm.
We should start, knowing about us. So I would say I would have to do a little bit more dating.
Correct. And then there's too much stuff going around out here. I'm not trying to be sick after a date.
Oh my goodness, no. No.
You know? Where's Patty? I haven't seen Patty in here. Is she here? Patty, are you here? But yeah, I think that both of y'all have some really good views and points because everything isn't about sex. Sex is not and all to everything. And when you wait and you let it come right, it always be better. And the relationship can evolve better also when you get to know someone versus as soon as you meet them, it start being too sexual too fast. And the next thing you know, you don't really have nothing else in common other than that. And when that expires, you realize you have nothing else in common.
That's right. I agree.
Yay. Well, thank you for calling in and thank you for having fun with me because I'm just up just being a pain in y'all tail tonight.
Yes.
But I'm enjoying myself. I like to have innocent, clean fun. We ain't bothering nobody. We over here enjoying ourselves in our little corner. We done tucked ourselves in the corner out of the harm's way. Because bombs be going off up in this place. You got to know how to take yourself and tuck it in a corner, honey.
Yes. That was very good. That was really good. Just smiling, having a joke and.
Of course, we got to have a good conversation, Alan. We just like to have fun and keep it real. We like to just talk about little things and, just laugh about it. Sometimes you go out on dates and you go through different things and it becomes fun just talking about having a good time and being able to crack a couple of good laughs before you go to sleep, pulling hair and teeth out of nobody's head and face, just clean fun, just laughing and giggling and enjoying ourselves. And this is what we would do offline too. We would sit around and just crack up laughing about just innocent, fun things, nothing to get nobody in trouble. Nobody's going to get up tomorrow and wish they hadn't said something they said because we're not asking those type of questions. So, it's okay to have fun. And it's something similar to playing truth or dare without just daring you to take your clothes off on here. Malachi, Alan says, shout out to you. He's on the way to your home. He wants to join your channel and he wants you to press subscribe and join him. Because, see, Malachi is here, Alan, so he may not know the ropes. So I'm explaining it to him so he know what's going on. So Malachi, when he get over to your channel, press when you either get off or when you see his request so that you'll be subscribed back to him. And that way you know what's what. Because this really wasn't a networking night. We were just on here having fun. Yeah. But yes, I really enjoyed it. And then that arguing thing, I'm glad you're on here. We're going to touch on that and then we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
Whose channel are you talking about, Alan? Question that I have about arguing, right? I hear a lot of women say, like, I don't want to be with anyone that I don't argue with because they have argued with people for so long that I guess there's no buzz if they're not arguing, right? So, do you find yourself enjoying arguments or do you like to be with someone that is argumentative?
No, I don't. I don't enjoy arguments at all.
I know that's right. Me neither. People done said a bunch of mean stuff to hurt your feelings, and then after it's over, we talk about, well, I didn't really mean that. Called me every fat witch in the book. I'm mad. I'm mad, man. I'm mad, man.
Yes. And I just feel that arguing, especially if I would say, especially if you're in a relationship and you're going something.
All you have to do is press on the name, Alan, and it should say a subscription there. And then once they see that, when they get off, they know to press on your name. Malachi, press on Alan's name and then press subscribe. And then the link that's at the bottom, you're going to hear me still talking, press back on it, and it'll bring you right back to me. But just that arguing stuff can get old. I can't stand being with nobody that want to argue.
Oh, no. If you say something, especially with couples, even though you may have an argument, it's like, oh, I really didn't. But back in my head, like you said this, that it was please think of me that way, And,
yes.
Yeah, so I don't like it. I don't.
Yeah, that arguing can get old. I don't do the arguing. I can't. I don't have the energy. I think I done just got too old to be slinging words back and forth and hurting each other's feelings and, just being a train wreck. And communication is everything for me. I do like to be able to talk. The old me, honey, I was sitting already, honey. You know what? But I don't like that anymore. I don't like to argue. I don't like to have bad energy and negativity and hurting each other's feelings, saying all these things that you may or may not mean, and now it's over, and y'all looking at each other like, wow, you really felt like that? Like all the time you've been sitting here feeling like that? You got mad and you done just bust loose at every scene? Well, we're going to wrap it up, guys. We've been on here for an hour and a half. Just having a good time. And thank you for calling in and being goofy with me. And thank y'all for logging on and being goofy with me. Because, see, that's another side of me that y'all will get to see. I'm goofy. I like to be goofy sometime and just say silly things and do silly things, all in good fun. Never to hurt no one's feeling.
Right. Of course.
Oh, yes, that's a Mel That's not a girl. Malachi is a male. That's my dear buddy, but Malachi is actually a male. He's not a girl, but he did give you a subscription. So don't be over. Oh, oh, I done had the time of my life up here. I had a nice time with y'all. Y'all really made my night. Because we wasn't doing nothing but sitting around and crazy. And I left. So I said, you know what? Let me get on here and just have a little bit of fun and wear myself down a little bit. And Alan, I hope that you have a beautiful the rest of your morning. And I hope that your friend that you was looking for come back. What's her name? Patty. And y'all will be able to enjoy yourselves and take it from there. Night night, sis.
Night night.
She said night night, guys. Alan, you had a good time running in and out of here with us? In and out of here with us? Malachi, did you enjoy yourself? Night night, Malachi, my dear buddy. And you got to get out of that shell. Don't be being shy when you come on here, because I know you opinionated and got a lot to say. Come on here and share with us and make us laugh and have fun just talking about you. Okay, we'll see you the next time. We'll keep the light on for you, Alan. Keep your eyes out for us so when you see us the next time, you can come in and have fun. But the next time you come in, we want you to answer some questions too, okay, Alan? I'm gonna put you on the spot. And I'm gonna dig in your business and find out what you like to do when you date. And how y'all date in the Philippines. That's a good question. I want to ask Alan some questions about dating, and I want to know how they date in the Philippines. Get on up in your business, Alan. Yes, you best promise because I'm not gonna forget. And don't you be trying to hide out because I'll find you in them bushes and drag you right in here. And bring Patty with you so we can get in Patty business too. Because we didn't get a chance to talk to Patty either. So tell Patty when she come back with you, we want to find out y'all juicy business. I got my eyes on you and Patty. Ugh. Inspector Gadget over here. You don't have no relationship. Well, you have had a relationship, haven't you? I know you have had one at one point or another, didn't you? Thank you for the Valentine's Day greeting, but you're not getting away that easy. Don't you be trying to switch up those. You got to think about who you used to date and tell us some stuff about it. Because I'm sure you had some good dates. You look like the type that thought you were slick. That's all right, sweetie. We don't judge nobody over here. Whatever you are, that is not my business as long as you're having a good time and respecting each other and respecting me and you're not messing with nobody's child. I'm not a judgmental person. As long as you respect me, I respect you. No, no judgment. No judgment. Let me tell you something, sweetie. It's everywhere and everybody have it in their family. So, believe me when I tell you, honey, Everybody knows somebody in their family that has a, situation. I must put it like that. And I don't judge people, especially people that's good to me. If you like to do what you do, however you do it, I'm not going to ask you your personal stuff. If you notice, I know where to draw the line. I'm not going to say, well, because I respect myself more than that. I may trail on some thin ice, but I respect myself more than the actual behind the closed doors business. Okay? I would never do that to you or nobody else because I wouldn't answer that if somebody asked me that. Okay? I would never say, well, we all have our lives and nobody is exempt from sin. And we all go through stuff. I tell you all the time, I'm not perfect. And I love the Lord and I've come so far in Christ and all of that. But the Christ I serve said there's no greater sin. So we all still have sin, and I'm full of sin. And I still have to die to the flesh every single day, just like everybody else. So who would I be to sit here and cast judgment on anyone, knowing that I'm not perfect? I have flaws. Y'all don't judge me because I have flaws, do y'all? That's right. Hugs and love. Amen, amen, and amen. That's right, sis. No, we love all. That's right. Amen. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't care who else judge people. I've never been that. I've never been someone that is looking in people's business and wanting to know, whatever have you. I see a lot and I don't see, if that makes sense. I'm nosy in a friendly way, not in a snoopy doopy way. That's right. They will tell you, Roz and Malachi, they actually know me. And they will tell you, and I never will. And I never will. Because to me, if you get mad at someone and you tell their business because you upset, then you're not a good person. No matter how mad you make me, I'm not going to come in here and put your business out there. You know what I'm talking about when they know something about you, and as soon as they get a little bit angry, ooh, they turn into the green-eyed monster, and all your business come roaring out. Everybody know what you've been doing. But guess what? Don't never let nobody make you ashamed of yourself. Don't be ashamed of yourself. When you come in here, you're gonna be loved on like everybody else. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Sometimes I come in here, I might be wearing pink hair, blue hair, green lipstick, and I'ma still sit down in this seat and laugh and have a good time. Hey, Black Sheep, aren't you the one that asked me, did I want to go get in bed with you today? Aren't you that person? Let me get you together. I'm so glad you came in here. Don't you ever do that again as long as you live. I'm very nice and I've been nothing but respectful, but you respect me the same way you want me to respect you. And don't you ever come into my comments and ask me will I get in the bed with you because I don't play those type of games. Let's get that together right now. And I'm glad you came in here because I had to delete every comment that you gave to me because you said something that was disrespectful and because you said something that was disrespectful and derogatory. I am a woman. Respect me as a woman the same way you would want someone to respect your mother, your daughter, your sister, your niece, your auntie, your friends. Give me that same respect because I may laugh and joke, but I do not play disrespect. That's not something that I'm too cool with. Yes, Alan, be open minded. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You may be able to teach me something. I have friends that's in the life. I have family that's in the life. And I would love them to the day they could leave here, or I leave here. And I wish somebody would let catch them talking bad about them. I wish they would let me catch them. Because whatever somebody choose to do, God is the only one that can judge. We can't do it. I don't have no heaven or earth to put nobody into. That's not for me. That's not for me. Judge you? No, I can't do it. And I won't. I can't do it. And I won't do it. Yes. Yes. I mean, we all go through stuff. You know, okay. I would hope if, say, I met a girl, right? We hypothetically speaking, and I liked the girl, right? And I came in here and I said to you guys, hey guys, I like a girl, and I don't know what to do. I need y'all, to talk to me. Would y'all judge me? Thank you, Alan. You can join me anytime you want to. Now give me 1 second. Okay, guys. I just had to get rid of black sheep. I don't like to make a big thing out of when people are coming in here trolling and being derogatory. So once I see that, one of my peoples had to come over here and shut it down, then now it's up to me to say, let me delete them out of the comments because we're having too nice a time to let somebody come in here and start, turning our room upside down and carrying on. And I guess they was trying to still come back in, but as you see, they don't realize you can't do nothing with me if you wanted to. See, that's the difference between a king, a queen, and a doggone idiot. I don't have time for foolishness. If you want to come in here and have fun, fine. But if you don't, I'm not going to sit here and have a circus act with you. No, I just can't help you with that question. Right. And I can even respect that. I don't ever want someone to compromise something that they do or don't believe. But you do not have to be mean to someone because you may not live a lifestyle that someone else is living. Yes, dear, I'll manage my time to set your live stream nice to hang up here, same one of my family. Hang up here, same one of my family. Thank you, Alan. And the same here. You always welcome. You always welcome. When you come in here, this is a village, and everybody get loved on, and nobody gets left behind, literally. And I'm not up in your business like that. And if you got somebody that you with and you want to talk about it, that's fine. You don't have to worry about nobody judging you because I would never let somebody sit up in here and judge you like that anyhow. No more so than any of us want to be judged by you or anyone else. I mean, I just sat here and told everybody how, when I was younger and working and I was dating a guy with my job that this girl like, but you know what? If they want to judge me, so be it. But it's me standing in my truth. And didn't I just tell y'all the other day to stand up in your truth and don't you let nobody make you feel shame? And you always are welcome. And you come on back in here. And when you see us, you make sure you say, hey, y'all remember me? And believe me, every last one of us is going to remember you just because it's not so many people in here tonight. And that's why I like some of the smaller streams because you actually have a connection with people. There's not so many people in here that you don't get a chance to talk one on one with people. Yeah, we had a nice little time in here just talking about nothing and having fun. And guess what? I'm always talk about different things. What? Ooh, look at her. She did that. Sure did. Sure did. Because I was a piece of work. But it shows you we serve a good God. And look how he took me and he told me, he said, I'm going to clean you up and make you my wild card. And girl, you are going to be a ball of fire. Yes. Yes. And we have fun and we laugh. Alan said to you too, Roz, I love you too, and thank you all. Mm. You came in here, Alan, and you did nothing but show respect. So that's all I can judge you by, being a good person and showing respect. That's if I'm a judge you, that's what I would judge, not what your personal life is and what you choose to do behind your closed doors. That's not really my business. And guess what? I wasn't even coming on here to be on here this long, cracking up and acting a fool. Cause y'all heard me in here cracking up, having fun, laughing, just really having a good time. And I love it. I wouldn't change it for nothing else. Come on now. That's where your realness come in at, when you could really just sit back and, laugh and talk about good stuff and enjoy yourself. You don't have to worry about being something you're not. Be yourself. Because I'm going to always be myself. Okay. You believe in Jesus? Jesus too. Jesus is my portion. I love Jesus. I communicate with Jesus. Jesus has brought me through so much and still keeps me. Dear buddy would tell you, and Sister Roz, we pray every day. Other things that we go through and stuff like that. And even when we call in here, if they don't want to talk about something, I'm not going to force them to do it. And no one else. I'll ask them, do they want to share? But if they say, no, I'm not ready, you see, we're laughing. We'll say, okay, that's it. But well, that's good, because we shouldn't speak a bad word. If you can't encourage somebody, pray or be quiet. You know, and I've been through stages of people that, growing up in New York, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, New York, if you had to stand your ground up there. And I tell people even now, sometimes, I can get a little bit rowdy, because you can't always just think you're gonna turn the other cheek and people gonna leave you alone. And every now and again, I can get a little bit rowdy, because you can't always just think you're gonna turn the other cheek and people gonna leave you alone. And every now and then I have to, set my back up straight, put a little bass in my voice and that in my face, like what? And I don't like to be that, but at the same time, don't take me for no punk, because I don't bother nobody. I come on here and I show everybody respect. And all I ask for is the same thing. And I'm going to get the same thing, because I give it. Because if you show any sign of weakness on social media, or a network, it'll take a shovel to dig it back out. Just because you're nice don't mean you have to be a doormat for anybody. You know, my parents always taught us, you don't start nothing with nobody. And if you can walk away from something, you walk away. But you know when they're not going to leave you alone and you're going to have to do what you got to do. And by all means necessary, defend yourself. God have a wrath. Do you see when he starts sending them tornadoes and all them storms out and washing people whole town out? Hmm. God have a wrath. He's not gonna sit here and let you just keep on and on and on now. Especially like he tell you after you have been warned. Pay attention. Alice said, I'm a single person, dear. I want all people just share a love. And we should just share love. We've been talking about that for like a week or so now, about just sharing your love. I don't care where you from. You done came in here tonight and, communicated and had a nice time. All of us is in a different place. But guess what? This connection of this network brought us all together. And we sat in here and had some good laughs and joked around about little goofy stuff. And we are all laid out with a smile on our face tonight, haven't hurt nobody, caused nobody any harm. Your family didn't accept who you are? That's what you're saying? Well, you got to realize sometimes families have a difficult time, embracing a lifestyle. When I was growing up, the lifestyle was not as out as it is now. Let's put it like that. And people have come a long ways in the United States of America. They even have a movement, the gay pride movement. But if your parents don't accept it, give them some time. Maybe they will. Some people never accept it. But if that's what you are and you're standing in your truth, I don't know what to say because, you know, when it comes to my children, I love my children very much. And I don't advocate for them to be anything, but I would hope that said, Mom, this is a lifestyle I chose, that I would be able to wrap my arms around them and love them and continue to pray. But at the end of the day, I love but my thought always is God and make talk him and after smile. Well, I'm gonna just say this to you. When you're in your secret place talking to God, we don't know what you talk to God about, and we don't know what you hear from God. So I can't judge that unless God say to me, I'm giving you a word to give Alan. And if he gives me a word to give you, I hope that you will be able to receive that word in Jesus' name. But outside of that, it's not for me to encourage what he says in his word. So that's a relationship that you have with God that you have to deal with when you're talking and communicating with God. Do you agree? Thank you so much. I'll just share these challenge in my life a long time ago. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree, dear. Okay. You know, whatever you go through, always keep your head up. Don't you ever let nothing make you put your head down. You know what? I always do this. If you look at a lot of my pictures, you see me looking up because I'm always telling God to keep on doing whatever it takes to keep me on the right, straight, and narrow. So just keep on praying and keep on seeking Him. And whatever He's going to whisper in your ear is going to be for you to hear. No, we're not having dinner over here. Do you know what time it is? It's almost 1 a.m. I don't need to be eating nothing else tonight. I done had my fair share of food for the day and beverages. All I have now is water. I have my water at night. If I want anything else, I drink water. But y'all tired now and ready to go to sleep? Did I wear y'all out yet? That's okay. We're in two different time zones. But see, let me tell you something. You don't even realize how you're being used tonight. And God is showing us that His children could actually get along from all over the world. You don't have to be from the same place. No, not here. It's 12:53 a.m. where I am. But you can be from all over the world and get along and have something in common. Yes, love. And even share some good laughs. I know that's right, Malachi. I got a lot going on myself that I got to do and get myself situated for. So what we gonna do? Because it is getting late. We have been up on this thing 2 hours. We done got on here and got our life tonight. But you know what? We gonna get on off of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming to the village where everybody get taken care of to share with me because you knew I was up and I couldn't sleep because I have a lot on my mind. And I just want to say thank you guys and I love you. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. God bless you all. Mwah. Night, night, Sister Roz. Night, night, dear buddy. Night, night, Alan. And night, night, everybody that came out. Night, night. Sweet dreams to you too.